Welcome to Cash Talk Podcast.
Sarah, quick question. If I work 80 hours a week, am I guaranteed to get rich?
We are going there today.
We're going there because I've met people who work like machines and stay broke. And I've met people who barely lift a finger and somehow money just finds them.
Okay, so today we're asking the question that makes every hustle culture influencer very uncomfortable.
Is hard work actually a myth?
Stick around because the answer is not what you think, and it's definitely not what Instagram tells you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cash Talk Podcast. I'm Allie.
And I'm Sarah. And if this is your first time here, our whole mission on this show is simple. We learn English and we learn how money actually works at the same time. One show, two skills.
Real vocabulary, real financial thinking, real conversation. No boring textbook stuff.
Today's topic is a big one. Is hard work a myth? And by the end of this episode, you're going to understand something most people get completely backwards about success and money.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get into it.
Before we dive into the discussion, let's set up a few key terms because native speakers use these words all the time when they talk about success and money.
First one, myth. A myth is a widely believed idea that isn't actually true. Like, you only use 10% of your brain. That's a myth.
Second, correlation versus causation. This is huge. Correlation means two things happen together. Causation means one thing actually causes the other. Example, ice cream sales and drowning deaths both go up in summer. They're correlated, but ice cream doesn't cause drowning. It's just hot outside for both.
I never thought about it that way, but yeah, that's exactly the trap people fall into with hard work and success.
Exactly. Third term, meritocracy. That's the belief that people rise to the top purely based on talent and effort. Merit. A pure meritocracy would mean the hardest worker always wins.
Fourth, deliberate practice. Not just doing something a lot, but practicing it with focus, feedback, and the goal of getting better. There's a difference between someone who's driven a car for 20 years and someone who's trained as a race car driver for 2.
And last one, survivorship bias. That's when we only look at the winners, the Bezoses, the Oprahs, and assume their path proves a rule, while ignoring the thousands of people who worked just as hard and failed.
Okay, terms locked in. Now, let's get into the real conversation.
So here's where it gets interesting. There's this famous idea, the 10,000-hour rule. You've probably heard it.
Yeah, put in 10,000 hours at anything and you become a master. It came from Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers.
Right, but here's the twist. The original research behind that number came from a psychologist named Anders Ericsson, and Ericsson himself said Gladwell oversimplified it. It's not just hours, it's deliberate practice, hours with structure, coaching, and correction.
So grinding at your job for 10 years without ever improving your skills, that's not the same as 10 years of deliberate practice.
Not even close. You could work a job for 20 years and be at the exact same skill level as year one, just because you're repeating, not improving.
Okay, that's point one. Now here's the part that really shakes people up. Luck.
Oh, this is my favorite part. There's an economist at Cornell University, Robert Frank, who wrote a whole book called Success and Luck, The Myth of the Meritocracy. And his argument is basically the higher you climb, the more luck matters, not less.
Wait, that sounds backwards. Shouldn't luck matter less the more successful someone is because their skill is what got them there?
You'd think that, but Frank's point is, at the very top, everyone is skilled and everyone works hard. So when a huge number of highly talented, hardworking people are all competing for small number of spots, the deciding factor between who makes it and who doesn't often comes down to timing, connections, or plain luck.
Okay, wait, that actually makes sense. Like there are thousands of insanely talented musicians. Why did this one become the next big star and not the other one who's just as good?
Exactly. And here's a wild detail from that same research. People who are already wealthy are less likely to admit luck played a role in their success. There was actually a study showing that when people are reminded of times luck helped them, they become more generous, like 25% more likely to donate to charity.
That's such a human thing. Once we succeed, we want to believe it was all us.
Right. It protects the ego. Nobody wants to say, I got lucky. It feels better to say, I earned it.
Okay, now let's bring in the money side, because this is a finance show after all.
Yes. So there's a Harvard economist, Chetty, who has done massive studies. We're talking tens of millions of people on economic mobility in America, meaning how likely is a kid born poor to become rich as an adult?
And what did he find?
He found that where you grow up matters enormously. Two kids with the same work ethic, same intelligence, same drive, but one grows up in a neighborhood with strong schools and economic connections, and the other doesn't, end up on completely different paths. Chetty even found that your social network, literally who your friends and neighbors are, predicts your future income more than almost anything else.
So it's not that hard work doesn't matter.
No, it absolutely matters. Nobody's saying don't work hard. The myth isn't that hard work is useless. The myth is that hard work alone guarantees success, that it's a straight line. Work hard, get rich.
Man, my uncle needs to hear this episode. He always says some people just don't want it bad enough.
Listen, some people don't. Motivation matters, but there are millions of people working 60-hour weeks in jobs that will never pay them what their effort deserves, not because they're lazy, but because of the industry they're in, where they were born, or who they know.
So what's the actual takeaway for someone listening right now, trying to build wealth?
I'd say 3 things. 1, work hard, but work hard on the right things, deliberate practice, not just repetition. 2, understand that your network and your environment matter almost as much as your effort, so invest in relationships and put yourself in rooms with opportunity. And 3, stop beating yourself up if hard work alone hasn't paid off yet. That doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It might mean you need a strategy shift, not just more hours.
I love that. It's not stop working hard, it's work hard and smart and put yourself where luck can actually find you.
Exactly. You can't control luck, but you can control your skills, your habits, and the rooms you walk into.
All right, here's a question for you guys listening. Comment it below. Have you ever worked incredibly hard at something and it just didn't pay off the way you expected?
And here's a second one. Who's someone in your life that you think got lucky versus someone who you think truly earned it through skill? What was the difference?
We read every comment, so let us know.
Okay, so today we busted the myth that hard work alone equals success. It's hard work plus strategy, environment, and yes, a little luck.
But here's a question we haven't touched yet. If luck plays such a big role, can you actually increase your luck? Is there a way to put yourself in luck's path on purpose?
Ooh, that's actually a real concept in psychology and finance.
And that is exactly what we're diving into next episode.
So don't go anywhere. Follow the show, turn on notifications, because next time we're breaking down how to engineer your own luck. And trust me, it's more practical than it sounds.
Until then, keep learning your English. Keep learning your money.
We'll see you next time on Cash Talk Podcast.
Peace out, everybody.